Hi, I'm Rez, and this week's something special, a game of myself and a BlackMath guy. While I'm only in top 1-200 in Automatch, and the guy uses his Smurf accounts with 13-0 record, the game is pretty interesting for an Empire player. It will show you pretty much all the ways an OL player can harass you and counters to them. With that in mind, let's begin. I'm beginning on the top, and he's beginning on the bottom. Now, when I face other players, there are three ways they can start. With fast air, with man spam, or with reptiles filled with javelins. On this map, it works pretty well, because you've got a lot of ramps, a lot of buildings. So, I'm building Y power generator and 2 dojo cores, but I'm not going to cap all the rigs or just do a man spam myself. I'm just going to bring him to his base and to scout, to block, maybe to mow down some units. Now you can see 3 generators by me. The first going here, the second going right for the expansion slot, so probably the dog won't make it, and he's not gonna scout that I'm going for a kaboom. I've got 3 refineries, no credits left, and now I'm trying to mow down those peacekeepers that come out of the barracks. Now, he needs to bring back his attack force to get rid of my dojo. It's a nice thing for me, because it stops the whole man spam thing. Now, I can't see more than down, so I just run away and try to maybe get this 1 kill. Yes. Now, this dojo is supposed not to be placed, but to stop his second refinery from being placed. But since he went without any refineries, I just to fool around and stay here, so he can't place his refinery, but he's calling in for reinforcements, being sloppy on the micro part, and I try to lure them so they chase me, and I can do a turn back and mow down so many peacekeepers, where it was worth the cost. I spent like 1,500 bucks for those dojo cores, and it not only successfully stopped this man spam, but only killed quite a few units, probably slowing his economy. Now, I've got my 3 refineries, and I'm building my mecha bay, and another dojo core. Why do I build dojo core when my infantry is obsolete and he's gaining the ground control? Well, our economics will be pretty much equal because of the 2 oil derricks, which equal maybe two-thirds of one refinery. I want my units to be kept in this building, which will secure this expansion, because javelins or peacekeepers are going to harass this expansion if not check, and also to guard this ramp, because javelins in Riptide or alone can destroy my whole refinery and set me back a lot. So if he tried, he could just destroy those 2 refineries. But for now, I bring my first Tengu to harass his economy further, to shoot down this prospector. I know I won't shoot him because it's healed, and either a Vindicator will bomb me down or an Insta turret will pop up. But if we get him 800 bucks spent, also the time this prospector wasted not getting resources was worth the while. Now you can see only 1 peacekeeper was in this building, so my 3 Imperial warriors were able to secure it. Well, if he had bring more of them, he would have got a strong position there. Now, oh, I've missed this one and lost a Tengu. That's bad micro on me. Now I've got 3 Tengus, which are equal to 1 Apollo in air, so I'm sure enough to place them in the air. 4 Tengus. I will be in my base till I've got enough Tengus to counter 2 Apollos. In case I free 3 Apollos, this means he only got 1 Vindicator, in which case I can just stand on the ground. Now he forgot to turn his shield off, which didn't have enemy and couldn't have many impact, because I've got 5 Imperial warriors here. Now you can see 2 Apollos here trying to scout, but I've got more Tengus than this. Why does he not retreat? Yes, we tried to retreat, but it was too late. Well, my point now of the game is to gain air supremacy and economical advantage, because without economical advantage I can't keep my air supremacy. Now he expanded also, so now he's got the economical advantage. I know that I need to act fast, either by destroying and slowing his economy, or by expanding more myself. As an Empire player, you can't probably just harass ally player, because of his insta turrets, of his buildings that build up fast, and his superior units that would easily stop and cripple my harassment. So instead I just mass in my air to ensure I'm superior in the air. Now he will try probably to sneak those peacekeepers in here, which he has a guaranteed way of doing so. But I've got 5 here, one Imperial Warrior here, so I'm pretty sure there's only 4 of them. He would need like 6 or more. Now you can see that I placed 3 Imperial Warriors here on the ramp, so they can see what's coming on, and if in case some javelins alone come, they can stop them, and if a reptile field javelins comes here, it can slow them a bit and scout. Now you can see me harassing him with those Tengus. Now I don't want to engage him in air and lose my units. Instead I'm choosing to slow down his economy. Now I see that he only has 3 Apollos, that means 1 Vindicator. Now I'm gonna lose a few Tengu due to this, but it's a fair trade to lose a few Tengu, slowing down his economy, which is my point. Not to win the game yet, but just to slow him down. In the meantime, it's a pop turret, yeah, we can see it. Now, in the meantime, I'll try to keep him busy and occupied here, and I'm massing some more Tengus. My next goal, which is making economic harassment, yeah, this is a nice move, because when you pop them, I try to focus one by one, the way they die faster. It was a fair trade, like 4 Tengus for 3 Apollos. But the point of this was not only to slow him, but Apollos have a longer range than Tengus, so you mount them preferably close up as much as you can without Apollos noticing, which is a good way to just switch to air mode from the ground. Now I'm trying to get his Aldaric with this group of Tengus, and this Aldaric with this group of Tengu. Now we can see some dolphins here for scouting. He probably feels that I will soon expand to the water, so he wants to secure it, but I wasn't aware of this. I'm in my dock, and 1 Yari mini subs, upgraded mini subs, will be enough to kill those dolphins. Now you see this all the way down. My Tengu going back, and another Yari sub mini scouting here if he won't expand, because if you are able to stop ally prey when he's expanding, before he must spam his turrets, it's a much easier way to stop him. Now, what he does need is air supremacy, which he's not getting right now because he would need another airfield, but he doesn't have money for it. He needs to think of something. He will try to mask his units, but he will give some time. So in the meantime, he tries to sneak those peacekeepers here. So I don't know, maybe shoot this down, but it's not enough range. Now, the interesting situation here that from below the ramp, you don't have the vision. And from above, I have the vision. So he doesn't see anything, and I see him coming. So I wait with my Imperial Warriors until he closes up to the ramp, so he gain the vision. Use my Imperial Charge, and while he's not watching, kill them. Now, you could see that those 2-3 seconds that took him to press space and go for the battle screen was enough for my 3 Imperial Warriors to kill 5 peacekeepers, which otherwise wouldn't happen. This was a very nice counter. Now we can see a lot more Tengu with burst drones attached to them, which gain pretty much a supremacy. I'm still going for his economy, unprotected economy. That much of Tengu can ignore multi-gunner turret either by killing it or just by standing there doing nothing. Now he tries everything. I can see this Apollo will bomb my Tengu one by one, so I want to get this airfield so he can reload. Now you can see the insta-rocket thing from the sky, but since my burst drones protect me from this and no Tengu will die from it, I was just to stand there and destroy what's to be destroyed. Now this expansion is going down, which puts him to only 2 refineries, in which time I will be expanding to this water slot. With those 2 slots, refineries being built, I will have enough of economical advantage to do whatever it is to do, because this kind of advantage, well, there's only 5 Apollos, so I could probably shoot them down, but also I would lose a considerable amount of my Tengus. So instead I choose to destroy his buildings, get far a bit so Vindicator won't be enough, so easy enough to reload, and to lure him for the same situation, which is a bad thing for the allied player. He shouldn't have done so. Now you can see the Vindicator coming in, and just in the moment I will get them one by one. This one. Remember to focus fire, so it takes them. Now he forgot in the meantime of his Vindicator. Now he lost his Air Force. I've lost a considerable amount of Tengus also, but it was a fair trade. Now with those 3 refineries and 4th to be coming soon, and he's only on 2, he will have a hard time rebuilding his Air Force. Well, I can't kill another player with only air, so I need my tier 3 naval yard for this. This is my secret thing. You can see some tier 3 building hiding in the corners, so you can destroy him. Same goes for the power generator. Another docks to protect some support. You can use your shoguns just alone. They need a water support, the anti-air support. You can see my scouting army subs engaging this hydrofoil, and there's nothing he can do. Well, what can he do? His bacon economy, he's rebuilt his refinery, his bacon unit, so he needs some kind of push. So he probably make just riptides here that I see to slow down my economy, or just stick up to land with Tanya and Mirage tanks, because he lost the battle for air superiority. He's just keeping it up, so I can't harass him without any inclusion. Now that's a wasted special ability. Now he can't keep up on the water because I'm an Empire player. He can't keep up in the air, so his only chance if he wants to win this is to harass me on the land and pray that it's enough. Now you can see the simple construction yard is still tier 1. This is very silly. The allied player was able to hold me off for this long with just tier 1, but in the meantime I'm tier 3. But now he realizes that it won't be enough, and he will probably fast tech to tier 3. It was a lone Riptide trying to harass those expansions by with the help of the Yari and the Tango. I'm able to fend off. Now he tries to harass my land with 4 multi-garrets. I haven't got pretty much any units here, so I'm gonna die to this. Now I need to my Tac Busters and maybe some units from here, but it will take a while. I can build my walls. Yes, you see one coming here, but it won't be enough. So I probably lose those. This was a bad move on me, because I could have placed those wall area and got some units here, but okay, I wasn't prepared for this. Now what I do is place walls. Well, due to this bug they actually are unable to shoot. Sorry, at least I don't wall spam, and I can protect my harvester, and again those die with tank busters. You can see tier 3 mecha bay. So what I'm fearing is more of the land units, because Tengu aren't good for any land combat except maybe infantry and my naval units. Before I get shoguns, which I just did, I can't stop them. So I need to stop the harassment, otherwise it will be a water versus land game. Now he gave up totally on keeping the air dominance. He will just go for his tier 2. Oh, you can see tier 3 coming. Tier 3 land units, which is, you can see, effective. Now he sees that those walls will probably take a while to destroy. Okay, so he destroys the harvester, but with this economical advantage, I'm sure to rebuild pretty much instantly if he won't destroy the expansion. Now you could see my tank buster up here, which would bug his tanks. Only one made it up, but in the meantime I've got one King Oni. King Oni rapes those tanks. Oh, some bomb here, but it's the tier 1 bomb, so it won't be able to slow it down, so I just don't micro, because it will be insta repaired from the mecha bay. Now you can see those tanks running down. He lost 2 of them, while I lost 1 harvester. Now he lacks the idea, because still I've got a tier 3 on land, and he needs his tier 3 badly, which he got now. Mirage tank, his only and last chance. With air and water supremacy, it's pretty much a GG. but still it's a 3 expansions versus 5, but with enough of his push and destroy land force, which are non-existent right now. You can see a vessel being built, another doing nothing, which is bad. He's got like 3 refineries, so this game could end, it pretty much end anyway. You can see 2 Mirage tanks and a nice clipper unit. I won't be able to kill it, so I need to stop it. Now, what I didn't know is the King Onis before just could charge through anything. Now their charge just kills 1 unit. So instead of just mowing down those units, he tries to go funny way and does nothing. You can see only Riptides being destroyed. Yes, still those 3 Mirage tanks and this 1 Guardian tank with laser will do a lot of damage, but he's got not enough time because my reinforcements are coming up. My King Onis. I decide to sacrifice my Tengu to delay his force. It will maybe down 1 tank in the meantime. Yeah, King Onis is coming back. So now I know that I'll be able to fend off, which was a critical situation. Now you can see my Shogun in the meantime clearing the units here, so he needs to back off, and he lost just 1 expansion. So he's acting desperately because this Shogun is put a time pressure on him. Now you can see this King Oni is doing quite well against those Mirage tanks, and the wall stopped this Guardian tank from moving. Well, the attack stopped. There was some severe damage, but I managed to survive it. I could have been prepared for this with this kind of an advantage, but well, I didn't. It's the art of defending. Now you can see the Shogun not shooting because he needs to scar. He can't see this base, so he needs 1 Tengu here. Well, I've lost those Tengus to the Mirage tanks, so I needed to rebuild my Tengus up, and then while gaining the vision, I'll be able to shoot. It's quite a distance, so I won't be. Oh, you can see my superpower, Kamikaze. Always remember to place your Shogun horizontally to the target you're hitting, so 2 guns are used. Well, it won't always work because the targets are further away that you wish they be, but it's okay. Now you see the refinery lost to the planes, the MCV severely damaged, going further to the line, so it can be shot at, and pretty much GG. Only a last resort thing could save his life. This refinery is coming down pretty much soon too. What she's gonna do, probably build more Mirage tanks and Tanya. Tanya is a horrible unit because like nothing is really a counter to her. No infantry, mechanized units just die horribly. Only maybe a Tengu is sufficient against her, but I will 1 Tengu so far, and this is a severe problem for me. I need to think of something fast, which is probably must Tengu, but I haven't seen her yet because she wasn't built. I'm trying to secure my game by destroying his economy. Yes, Tanya. I scouted her with my Tengu, so I need to a fast counter. So 2 possible directions of the attack is here, which I hope those are enough to delay the Tanya and the main force so I can get my Tengu up, and those 4 tank busters and maybe some additional units will be enough. He sees my King Onis and he needs to retreat. Now in this last resource chance with Tanya destroy my whole base with her T4. Now of course I see it with my 5 Imperial Warriors here. The building is gonna get destroyed. Now the cool thing about King Onis that they knock down enemy units, and this single Imperial Warrior is able to actually kill her while she's not able to shoot. Well, 1 King Oni, 1 Imperial Warrior versus Tanya and 3 Mirage tanks. GG. Now this economy is down. He's pretty much left with nothing, and GG. Well, while the game wasn't the best of the games, I hope it showed you the most common ways to harass an Empire player as an ally and the ways to counter them. Well, after some point the game was pretty much one-sided, but I repeat, as an Empire player you really need to secure your win, and you need your tier 3 units to destroy allied player base, because tier 1 and tier 2 are not effective, cost effective, or actually effective in doing so. Well, thank you for watching this newbie game, and happy holidays.